Good morning or good afternoon to everyone. My name is Andrej Abramic. I work in the Eco Aqua Institute at University Las Palmas. And thank you very much for this opportunity to present the ReMAP data tools, technical framework to support maritime spatial planning process. The story of the project ReMAP starts in 2020 when the European Commission established and formalized technical expert group on data for MSP. We already talked about this technical expert group on the ocean data conferences, and we present some of these results previously. One of the most important results definitely is the standard for sharing maritime spatial plans, which is actually used for development of the European MSP data layer in the AMODnet. The other developments are Maritime Spatial Planning Data Framework, guidelines for the integration of the socioeconomical impact, metadata standard for MSP, and analysis of the current practices and synergies between the Maritime Spatial Planning and Marine Strategy Framework Directive. ReMAP means reviewing and evaluating the monitoring and assessment of the Maritime Spatial Planning. We start in 2022 with a consortium that come up from the technical expert group, and we are developing innovative technical framework for the support of the European MSP process that include 10 modular simplified analytics. Idea was to decrease complexity, increase reusability, and this is why we are developing 10 simplified analytics on the top of the technical expert group products, MSP data framework, and the MSP data model that actually allowed to build European MSP data layer. Simplified analytics means that we have 10 simple models that actually provide very simple analysis, but putting them together and analysis together, we're having the quite complex evaluation and analysis of the national or the regional maritime spatial plans. ReMAP project includes 5 work packages, starting with the management and coordination. Work package 2 is dedicated to the analytical models development. Within work package 3, we do the data collection and harmonization. And work package 4, it's about the tools development and the models application. Work package 5 is dedicated to communication dissemination, but also coordinates co-development within the stakeholders of the analytical framework. Within the project ReMAP, we introduce analytical model term. It includes conceptual model of the analytics, what data is necessary to be included in the model, analytics input, and what is the structure of the results, analytics output. In the continuation, we are going to present state of play of the tools development that are based on the modular analytics. Starting with the MSP data topic, we delivered input data model. It is an auto-assessment questionnaire which generates report with scores and metrics of the data collection which are used in the maritime spatial planning process. It assesses quality, transparency, and availability of spatial information across 7 clusters of MSP data framework. Following the data topics, it was developed output data model. This model builds on the European MSP data layer and conducts an exploratory analysis summarizing the main characteristic of the national maritime spatial plans, regional or even European. It creates statistics, charts and maps and facilitates comparative and transboundary analysis. When we came to the human dimension, we developed the SEC tool which visualizes socioeconomic assessment of the MSP. It evaluates production value, gross added value, and deployment of the maritime sectors managed within maritime spatial planning. The second tool of the human dimension is a governance tool, which measures a coordination index. It assesses how existing coordination affects maritime spatial plans implementation. If it enhances, if it enables, if it's neutral, or even if it hampers. When we came to the environment and conservation, our partner HealthCom developed cumulative impact assessment model. It used different approach. It developed toolbox for ArcGIS. The cumulative impact assessment model provides the methodology and data requirements to structure human activities and environmental data needed to support and facilitate replicable use of spatial pressures and impact assessment. This model builds on top of Spatial Pressures and Impact Assessment SPIA tool, which is the following Halpern concept and approach published in 2008, initially was employed in the HELCOM holistic assessment of Baltic Sea applied in 2010, 2018 and 2023. Following the environment and conservation, we developed MSP-MSFD link model. This model explores and analyzes relationships and interaction between maritime spatial plans and the European environmental legislation that applies on the sea. This model facilitates information exchange between MSP and MSFD, environmental legislation that applies on the sea, and it's a step forward for achieving coherence and better coordination between the maritime spatial planning and marine environmental legislation. The next one is a conservation model, which analyzes the compatibility of marine conservation areas, MPAs, with maritime activities included in maritime spatial plans. The model aims to identify areas of potential conflict. It highlights within the maps maritime activities that conflict or even show compatibility with marine protected areas. Following the sea use and the safety, we developed NaviSafe model. NaviSafe is a special decision support tool based on the maritime safety risk analysis. It highlights risk areas according to the new maritime activities which are included in the plan, such as an offshore wind farm that can increase risk on a maritime traffic safety. The risk level is included within 3 categories: low, moderate, high, and also it's important to say that the tool is adaptable to the specific maritime regulation of each country, allowing end user to tailor it to their national policies and designated maritime areas. Finally, we are going to integrate results of all 10 models in one MSP evaluation report, and we are going to deliver it for the 3 use cases. Central Marine Basin use case for the Baltic Sea, we are going to do MSP evaluation with a specific focus on the coherence of the plans and the ecosystem-based approach. Second use case is the West Mediterranean, and we are going to assess effectiveness and consistency of cross-border maritime spatial planning and how it affects on particularly sensitive sea area. The third one is a regional and local use case of the Galicia. It's a multidisciplinary analysis on the status of fisheries and aquaculture and the potential linkages and effects and trade-offs of the planned uses. So we are going to finalize this project in October 2025. We are still in development, but this April we are going to have 3 workshops when we are going to test beta version of the models that we just present within potential users or stakeholders of the project. Still, I would like to invite all of you on the final conference of the project ReMAP, which is going to happen 14th to 16th of October 2025. It's going to be a conference together with the MAPSIS 2025, and it's going to happen in the Helsinki, Finland. We invite you to send your abstract for the poster session or the oral communication. You can present your work related to the maritime spatial planning, data management, marine analysis, but also you will be able to learn how to use and apply analytical tools developed by the ReMAP. We are going to have hands-on training sessions, and also you will be able to participate in the side events and the workshops that we are going to organize, like a digital twin of the ocean workshop by technical expert group. So welcome. And finally, thank you a lot for your attention and hope see you in Helsinki.